Hey guys, it's Kelly and welcome back to my channel. Check out what's behind me. It's a 2022 Hummer EV and today we are going to be doing a full tour of this all-electric Hummer. If this is your first time joining me, I'm Kelly and I'm the car mom. I review cars for moms and for families. I'm a mom of two and a certified child passenger safety tech. Please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up because it's a freaking EV Hummer, and let's get started. Okay, so let's refresh. Hummer came out in the late 90s and she had a run, right? They were there, they were gas guzzlers, 08 was not good to them, and in 2010, they stopped production. Well, 12 years later, they have brought it back with this all-electric off-roading truck. And today, like I said, we're gonna be diving into it. Let's start with the front end. I actually love that it looks so updated, but so true to its Hummer roots. I mean, if you put this car next to one of the old body Hummers, you can definitely see the DNA still running. This light bar across here, darling. Now, I've talked this before, but what's so fun about electric cars is because there's no engine to cool down, they can do whatever they want up here. And in this case, it's a really beautiful light display. We have the Hummer spelled out right there, and then on either side, we have the little H's. These are not the headlights. The headlights are actually right here, which is pretty cool. So these lights are always on. These are the daytime running lights, as well as this headlight right here, also always on. Besides that, the rest of the front end looks really great. It's actually only available in this white color as well right now, so this is the color you are going to be getting. Let's move along to her side profile and just kind of take in the beast that is the Hummer EV. This is a rugged off-roading machine, and there are a ton of great tours on the internet that talk about all of its performance features. Not my specialty, not my expertise. Today, I want to talk about how it would function for a family, you know, just in case you find yourself with a lot of cash to burn and some small children. So, continuing on with the side profile, we have this beautiful white against kind of these blacked out fenders, super meaty. Coming out of the tires, we have some 18-inch wheels with some of the biggest tires I've literally ever seen. Like, I can't even comprehend how big these tires are. Hopefully it's picking up good on camera. I mean, just the width alone is like the width of like two standard tires. They are meaty, they are made for some off-roading. Rest of the side profile, I think it looks great. I love the black and white contrast. I love this black roof right here. Wait till you see what else this black roof can do. We'll get to that in a second. And then we move on to the back end, which we have our truck bed. Yes, it is a truck. How fun is that? Elon is quaking. Is this like going to kill the Cybertruck? It's too soon to tell. Okay, that's the exterior. Let's dive into the interior. We'll talk about the driver's comfort features. We'll talk about some of the performance, and then we will check out the back seat. This car is so fun because it is filled with like little hidden Easter eggs. Let's start by breaking down this door panel right here. If you look at the speakers are insane because they actually are made to look like the surface of the moon. So like there's even like a little footprint right here to like symbolize someone walking on the moon. And you'll find there's like little moon characteristics throughout the entire Hummer EV. Like I said, Elon's quaking. Like, who needs SpaceX when you have a Hummer EV? Okay, let me get you on the other side and we'll talk about some more of the features. Finally, now we have some decent lighting. And yes, you can actually take off the roof of this Hummer EV. All four panels are separate, so you could just take off one, you could take off all four to really just like have some great natural light. And really, like, if you think about it, this is so competing with a car like the Bronco on a much bigger scale. I love the versatility of being able to do this. I mean, not only is it an electric truck, it's a freaking convertible too. Like, what can't this Hummer EV do? If you're wondering about the performance, it's an all-electric vehicle getting about 350 miles of range, and wait for this, 1,000 horsepower. That's like 3 of my Hyundai Palisades in one Hummer EV. Super speedy and super made for all of the off-roading capabilities. Again, not my expertise, but there's a lot of other great videos that have done that. Okay, let's break down this interior. I think it is awesome. It is very boxy. Like, there's not a circle to be found except for the steering wheel. Like, this is a square, this is a square, this is a square. So I would have liked to see like maybe a few less right angles, but that's me being like super annoying and picky. Besides that, we have a full digital dash display, which looks beautiful. Some more of this like rosish gold kind of coming throughout the system. And then we have the infotainment system. It's large, it's in charge, but you know what? It's actually pretty user-friendly. One of my favorite features about the display is these little buttons right here are actually completely customizable, so you can put whatever you want there. Kind of think of it like a dock on your laptop or something, or like your home screen on your iPhone. You can decide what's important to you and so that it's easy to find. Like I said, super easy to use infotainment system. Looks very similar to honestly the rest of the GMC. Infotainment's just more zhuzhed up. I mean, even if you like look at the display, it literally looks like the surface of the moon. Again, hinting at some of those moon elements. So like I said, the car has so many different driving modes, and it gives you a little performance every time you put it in one. So you just twist this little knob right here, and then as you twist it, it changes the display. So like, for example, the off-roading looks like it's, again, going on the surface of the moon. The terrain, it looks like it's going over a volcano. The towing is literally towing a spaceship. If I've said it once, I'll say it the third time. Elon Musk is quaking. That is darling. That is such a fun little touch. And some of the most clickbaity things that are going on the internet is the crab walk of this Hummer EV, meaning that this car can literally go sideways. Super easy to activate. This same little dial we just changed the modes at, you just hold down this button. It shows up on the screen that we are entering crab walk mode. And now crab walk mode is activated. I can also tell because I have a little crab icon on my display right here, just in case I get confused. Now, what is crab walk? Well, it essentially turns the wheels about 10 degrees, and the vehicle can actually continue moving forward while slightly turning. So it's not like technically moving side to side, but it's more of like a drift while moving forward. It's honestly pretty freaking cool, and there's like no other vehicles that really do it. Now, the car has so many cameras. I think it's around like 17 different camera angles in this vehicle, and they're actually super easy to find. You just pull up all the different cameras, and then you can click to change what your view is. So you can even like look like directly into your bed, you can have the aerial view, you can have the side view, and you can even look at what is happening underneath. So if you do find yourself in an off-roading situation and you're wondering what exactly is underneath you, the Hummer EV lets you see it, and it gets even better because, as you can imagine, if you are going to be taking this thing through woods and over mountains, it may get a little dirty, so you can actually wash the underneath camera right from the display. Just hit this button right here, and it rinses right off. So fun. Okay, so that's the display. Let's move down to the rest of the comfort features for the driver. The rest is all this climate control. I actually really like this textured metal right here that kind of just, it's a little bit of a switch. I think it's kind of a nod to those old military style vehicles. Instead of making everything a touchscreen, they pulled out some of that key climate control. I love how they've even included like a little mini Hummer EV throughout the display. If you notice, we have it on the climate control, and then we also have one right there. We have heated and ventilated seats in this vehicle, a wireless charger, USB, USB-C, 2 cup holders, and a beautiful size center console. I mean, I'm impressed. It's even illuminated down there. That looks amazing. We also have another storage compartment underneath here. We love a little purse collector. One of my favorite parts of the car, I love this first edition badging right here in this brushed bronze color. I think that looks amazing, and I'm having a lot of fun up here. I mean, it's truly like an experience to feel like you're in this cool of a car. Let's talk about the seats a little bit. They are a two-tone black and white. Again, more of the bronze Hummer EV badging. As far as my comfort's concerned, it feels like a truck seat. Like, it's not overly comfortable, but it's wide. My visibility is just okay, if I'm being totally honest. I think the back windshield is a little smaller, and then there is like that side panel right there that does offer a little bit of a blind spot for me. So not my favorite from a visibility standpoint, but overall, I mean, I'm having a ton of fun in this car, and I cannot wait to show you guys the back seat. So let's head there next. And now I am ready to really break down what is happening back here for our second row passengers. As far as the car seat setup is concerned, we have lower anchors in both outboard seats and then tether anchors as well. I have a Collect Flow car seat installed rear facing. Set this seat for myself with being pretty generous for the car seat. Really great clearance, but I really want to talk about how freaking wide this bench is. Trucks are some of my favorite cars to do complicated car seat situations like 3 across because of how wide the bench is. As you can see, I'm directly next to this car seat. I could safely buckle. I'm not pulling it over to the seat beside me. So I would give this a thumbs up to do some certain 3 across situations, which is pretty exciting. It does get better from there. Let's talk about some of our passenger amenities. We do have vents on the back of the center console. Not ideal. I would like them on the roof, obviously, but did you know a lot of trucks actually don't even put any ventilation in the second row? So the fact that it has something is a green light from me. We have our own climate control and heated seats on both outboard seats, a USB, a USB-C, and we have a standard outlet here as well. I love having standard outlets in cars. I think they offer more versatility. And if you're a pumping mother, you need to plug your breast pump in, that's where we do that. Or your crock pot, or whatever else you may need. Okay, let's break down these seats because this is so exciting. Check this out. How fun is that? So the middle one has some lame cup holders, literally a square. I don't know what drink you'd fit in there, but both the outboard seats have these hidden compartments here to like store some valuables or something. That is so much freaking fun. We also have some leather-backed pockets. for a little bit of storage. These seats also fold up, which I think is such a nice touch. Good for like transporting maybe some bigger cargo. It's on a 60-40 bench split, so these two seats go up, that seat is on its own. But I thought that was a really fun, nice touch. Also, I mean, how about the natural light in here? Like, we've heard about a panoramic sunroof, like that's freaking awesome. Okay, let's break down this door panel as well because we have a door cup holder. I adore door cup holders. We also have a nice little handle right here. And again, those same moon speaker type things. Great design, and the back seat is not slacking as far as getting some of those design elements. All right, now let's move back here and let's check out the trunk. Now, this Hummer is a GMC. You can find it right there, which means we get the GMC tailgate, which is very exciting. So, lots to break down here. First, you could absolutely put it all the way down like that, and it's a slow open tailgate, which is great. You could also then put this up to work as a little bit of like a bed extender if you'd like, and then you can even put the bed all the way down, have this nice little step. It even comes with a little bit of a handle, so then you can just hop in the bed of your Hummer EV. That is nice. I mean, imagine like tailgating like this, having a little footrest. You can probably sit down on this one too, like have a nice little armrest, a little place to put a drink. Like, this is fun. But I actually really do like that they're power. So there's no like way to put it down aside from these two buttons right here. So one puts down the entire trunk bed, but then this little one here just puts down this thing. So that way, if you like had longer boards or something that you were carrying around, you would have the ability to kind of extend the trunk bed a little bit more. So I think that's super fun. But guess what? The storage does not stop here. Let's head back to the front of the car. Okay guys, we are back at the front of the Hummer EV to show you a very exciting feature, the front trunk. You can do it from the key. You just double click the key. It pops up. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. And it is a power front trunk. This is so exciting for so many reasons. One, storage. Two, as a truck driver, they don't always have the luxury of having a covered place to put things. So now we have what can only be described as a pretty decent sized trunk. I mean, I've seen way worse in other cars like the Toyota Highlander. And we have a good size covered trunk. It's illuminated, it's plastic, so it's easy to clean, and there's even an emergency release button, thank goodness. So in case you get trapped there, it's yellow, it glows in the dark, you just hit that button and you will come right out. One more thing I have to say about these headlights, because I'm just obsessed. I think this is so freaking cute. We talked about these little H's right here. So when you turn your signal on, these H's go away, we have our turning signal. And when you're charging the car, when you have the car plugged in, these now become blue vertical bars that gradually get more and more over time as the vehicle charged. So it's literally like a visual representation of how charged your battery is. Freaking love that. Guys, thank you so much for watching this very exciting 2022 Hummer EV tour. Special thanks to RP Exotics here in St. Louis for letting us borrow the car this afternoon. If you guys are looking for an exotic vehicle, they are located in St. Louis, but they ship everywhere, and you can find the link to their inventory in the description box below. All right, y'all, talk to you next time.